Hey guys, it's Chris from St. Rose. For those of you who haven't heard yet, we raised over $1,000 at the haunted house at the youth center during Halloween. So great job to everybody who came out. Thank you so much to our parish for supporting us. That's $1,000 that we have now to go to part of our trip to Steubenville and to Catholic Heart Work Camp this summer. This Sunday, we're going to have our next youth group meeting. We're going to meet Sunday, the 22nd at 7 p.m. in the youth center for Check Your Selfie. It's going to be our night on social media safety and how we can use social media to help change the world. I'm sure many of you know by now the tragic events that happened in Paris Friday night. For those of you who don't, terrorists entered the City of Light and caused the murder of over 130 people. It was an awful tragedy for that city, probably comparable to the 9/11 tragedies that happened here in the United States. And it's been an interesting week. There's been a lot of people and a lot of talk on social media about praying for Paris. It was a hashtag that went around Twitter, and then there was some backlash saying, well, shouldn't we be praying for everybody? I wanted to take a moment to talk about what is prayer and who should we be praying for, and how do we understand our call in light of such horrific tragedy? I mean, doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that we can do from here for the people of Paris, and certainly social media is one way that we can stay connected to them and let them know of our thoughts. But prayer itself is connecting with God. It's communion with God. That's why we call the Eucharist communion, because the Eucharist is the most intimate way that we connect with God, and we can connect with God through prayer. That's why God calls us to once a week pray to Him, to go to Mass, to receive the sacraments. It's all interconnected. The question really is, who are we supposed to pray for as Christians? In one sense, we should pray for our brothers and sisters who are suffering. That's from the Gospels. Christ calls us to do that. He says, whoever helps the least of these, they help me. In the other sense, he says, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. And so in light of that, it's a very complicated set of answers, but yes, praying for Paris is good. And against those who might say, well, we shouldn't pray because religion's the problem. Religion's the reason for all of this terrible violence and things. Well, no, that's actually just bad history. Religion has not been the cause of most of the violence in the world. And it certainly isn't today. Look at the example of Pope Francis when he was here. Look at the example that he was the first major figure, political or otherwise, to come out and to say that what happened in Paris this weekend was wrong. And not only that, he said it was blasphemy. To say that violence in the name of God is really a false use of God's name. That God would never promote violence like this for any reason. So these people are misreading what is a very peaceful religion. So who should we be praying for? We should be praying for the Parisians, the people of Paris, because they're suffering right now. But we also should be praying for the other 4 cities that had horrific things happen on the same day, from everywhere from a city in Japan, in the Middle East, and also Paris. And we should also be praying for our enemies, praying for ISIS, because obviously there's something wrong that these people don't understand the love of God, and they need Him most in their life. And you may be sitting here saying, well, what else can I do? Well, I'm going to leave you with that for today and say, if you want to know more, come this Sunday to the St. Rose Youth Center. 7 o'clock, we're going to start with snacks at 7. We'll go to about 8:30. And we're going to talk about not only safety with social media, but also how we can affect the world just a little bit one day at a time. And it all starts here at home. I hope you all have a great week. Enjoy the much colder weather now. I'm going to get back inside before I need to throw my coat on, and I will see you all this weekend here at St. Rose. God bless.